Hey guys, it's Chris. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody had a very happy new year. I celebrated my 2-year anniversary with my boyfriend. So we had a nice day. It was nice. We went out to dinner and did movies, that kind of stuff. Just hung in. I'm not somebody who normally goes out New Year's Eve. I'm just not a big party person, whatever. Um, oh, I'm trying to, hold on. I really have to get some new lighting, you guys. I'm looking at this lighting and I'm going, this is hideous. But anyway, I have those LED lights in my light above us, and they're just like, I feel like I'm in an interrogation room or something. Like, where were you on Saturday night? But anyway, so I'm coming to you today with actually two cold sniff reviews. This review is from a vendor I have not tried before, brand new vendor. Um, called Sugar Scoops, is the company name, and it's run by, I know I'm going to murder her last name. I want to say it's Dori Beuth. It's spelled Beuth. I'm probably wrong. I can't stand it when I murder names. So, Dori, I'm sorry if I murdered your last name, but I did my best. I did my best. So anyway, she's just opened and she's mainly concentrating on her main thing. I'm just looking at my hair here. It's like, oh, I got it cut recently, as you guys can see how much shorter it is. And someone said how I always fluff my hair in my videos. I know I do. I know it's crazy. You just don't realize how horrid you look till you're on video. But yeah, I got it really chopped. But anyway, back to the wax. So she is with Sugar Scoops, and her main thing is she's concentrating on like wax chunks. So she had a sampler and a 10-pack sampler. I think it was like a mystery sampler. And she let us put like what we didn't want in the sampler, if there were certain scents or whatever. And you guys know I kind of have a big list of some scents that I don't like. But the rest of the stuff I didn't know what it was going to be. So this is pretty exciting. So it came with an invoice, which I always love when a vendor puts an invoice on here, because if you're like me, a waxaholic, you forget what you ordered. Um, and that happens a lot. And so I kind of want to know, I mean, the money's already gone, I already spent it, right? But I kind of want to know what I ordered, that kind of thing. So this was a 10 chunk sampler, 20 ounces. So each chunk was about 2 ounces. And I'm finding with new vendors, what I'm doing right now is ordering small. Just because normally with Chris, it's go big or go home. And unfortunately, um, I've noticed that a lot of the times you do that, especially with new vendors, and I'm not knocking new vendors because there's some new vendors that started in 2013 that I think are amazing, absolutely amazing. But sometimes you order really big and it's just not all that you expected. And that's kind of how I've been, is like go big or go home. And yeah, so my New Year's resolution is just to order, now I'm not going to say order less in the sense of not so big. Each order is going to be a little smaller, easier on my wallet and easier on my wax stash, and that way I'll be able to, actually melt the stuff instead of ordering in huge, massive quantities like I like to normally do, and then not be able to, you know, melt it. It's just, it gets out of control, as everybody knows from the D-stash pages. I don't de-stash myself. I think we're going to be snowed in tomorrow. So I know a lot of us across the country are getting snow. Here in Connecticut, we're supposed to get like 8 to 10 inches or something crazy like that. I'm waiting. I keep checking the news channel to see if my son's school's been canceled yet, but I probably won't know till like 5 a.m. Drives me crazy. They always let me know last minute. But so anyway, that's kind of what my New Year's resolution was, to do more do's and duds videos, because I know you guys really like that. I like cold snip videos. I really do, especially if it's new vendors. I just like to see everyone's excitement, when they open up the box and everything like that. But by no means is a cold sniff review like this one. Um, or cold sniff video. I'm not even gonna call it a review. It's not a review because a lot of times you get this new stuff, and I'm not saying from this vendor, I'm just saying in general. You put it in your warmer and you're like, oh, you're kind of disappointed. So it's not a review. Cold sniff is not a review. It's not an indication. I just like to sniff. So like all of us do, we like to sniff. So I like to just, it's kind of like Christmas. I like to open up my goodies in front of you guys, in front of my subbies for Christmas. Anyway, so Dori was so sweet. So this was, like I said, a 10 chunk sampler, 20 ounces. So that would be 2 ounces a piece. I'm assuming these are 2-ounce chunks. So I could probably just throw them in my warmer. I don't know for sure. She has a Facebook group. I'm going to post that below. I don't know for sure what she recommends. I know she's got some other stuff going on, but right now, I think she's testing out some scoopables. But right now, she's concentrating on chunks, which is, cool. Chunks is kind of the new thing now. Loaves and chunks, loaves and chunks. I'm not gonna lie, I still prefer my regular tarts, the shapes or whatever that you just, or plain scallops you just throw in your warmer, what the single scented stuff. But I always like to try out new vendors. That's what I do. So this is me trying out the new vendor. So this is my description. This is just kind of funny. I have to read this to you guys because she let us post like what we don't want, like what scents we don't want, and this was mine. This is okay. So it says no in capital letters: pine, mint, spicy, cinnamon, apple, licorice, and heavy florals. And I like coffee, chocolate, sweet, earthy, fruity, herbal, green, bread scents, bakery, non-spicy. I'm pretty demanding, aren't I? Yeah, I am. So she was so cute. She just wrote on here. She's like, "Oh, I hope you like your pecs," and she put a little smiley face. So, and it was $18 for 20 ounces, which, I mean, that's a good deal. That's less than $1 an ounce. So to me, that's a really good deal. With tax or shipping or whatever, it was $21.70. So, like I said, good deal. And then she sent me a little card here. Little Happy Holidays card. And on the back, it says, "Christine, thank you so much for your order. I hope you enjoy. Merry Christmas, Dori. Sugar Scoops Wax Melts." So, now these were poured, she said allow 2 weeks cure time. These were poured on the 15th. So it's already been 15 days. So I'm assuming they're already cured. But I like that she put the not the cure date, the pour date on there. So So 12, 15, 13. And this is this her website to the Facebook group? Yep, there it is right there. Facebook.com/sugar scoops wax melts. But of course, I will put the information down below too. But this is in pomegranate parfait. Now, I love pomegranate. I really do. I don't know what this is a mixture of, but her wax, I'm gonna pull this one out because if I can. Oh no. Nope. Hold on. Nope. Okay, she didn't. I thought she put with the resealables. A lot of times people will put their labels over where you open it, and then you have to, pop the seal, as I call it. And I can't. That drives me crazy. That's just my OCD. So this smells really good. This is. I don't know. Let me just look really quickly for you guys to see if she has a scent description list. I don't know if she doesn't. She does have a storeenvy.com. But let me see if there's scent list. There's a scent list as of December 1st. So let's see if we can find this one. Pomegranate Parfait. This is a Sugar Scoops wax melt exclusive. This is fresh sliced pomegranate, French vanilla, whipped churned butter, blonder sugar cane. I don't quite know what that is. Madagascar vanilla and vanilla extract. And this is really good. You could definitely smell the vanilla, which is really nice. But it's not like your straight up vanilla. It's It's a very, very creamy, and the fruity pomegranate is really, really nice. I really like this. Now, I'm just going to pull this chunk out because I want to see how soft. Oh, her wax is pretty soft. It's pretty soft. I want to see, I was going to say, I want to see how, I want you guys, first of all, to see the chunks. This is about a 2-ounce chunk. There's embeds all the way through. And here's the embeds on the top. And of course, well, there goes wax into my computer like it always does. But the wax itself is pretty soft. It kind of reminds me of like ethereal, well, ethereal glow I think is even softer, but almost like maybe BSF wax. I don't think there would be any issue. I mean, it's melting in my hand here, you know, the heat of my hand, which I always like. And then I can rub the oils and just smell. Oh, it just smells so good. Where is cologne? You're just like, um, it smells really good. I really love the smell of pomegranate. Pomegranate was something that at the beginning of my wax experience, I wasn't so sure about. This is slipping out of my hand, so I have to put it back, guys. But I wasn't so sure about at the beginning. But pomegranate I've come to love. It's funny how, like, when you first start out, you have these certain scents that you know, you love, and then other scents that you're like, oh no, I can't stand. And then as you start to melt and start to get new stuff, like maybe buy destashes, and then you have stuff that you don't necessarily would have tried before. Because my hands are so oily, this is not going to re-stick, but that's okay. I will tape that up. Your horizons expand. I think that's really, really cool. Oh, I had to show you what I got for Christmas from, I had got so many beautiful Christmas gifts, you guys. I don't know if you guys saw it on my Facebook page, but from my son. He's so cute. I love him to death. He got me this pink leather rocker bracelet with the cross on it, and it's all blinged out. It's so cute. So the next one is fruit salad. And I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of fruits because I gave so many, like, no's. Well, I shouldn't say I gave so many no's, but fruit salad. Okay. All of these say sugar scoop wax melt exclusive. So I don't know if she melts this herself. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with this, but they all say this is exclusive to SSWM, which is their what you call it, their initials. Fruit salad. I know if, oh no, fruit salad is not one. Well, at least she didn't put it on there. But it's orange, strawberry, apples, grapes, sprinkled with coconut. Now normally I don't like apple. I think I put that on my list. But, you know, like I said, my list is kind of a little ridiculous as far as what I can't do. This is beautiful. This is really, really pretty. I don't know if I can, if the color's even going to come through on here. But it's so pretty. It's got green, like greens and reds and pinks throughout it. It's just, I know it's showing up orange for some reason on this to me. But what's funny is sometimes when I watch these back, it's the correct color. So I don't know. But this is fruit salad. So this is, again, what is this one? Or, oh, I can smell orange, strawberries, apples, grapes, sprinkled with coconut. Now, I'm not a huge, and the other reason I placed a small order with her is that I'm not a huge blender person. I've stated this many times. Once you get into, like, I like chunks, but I prefer my chunks normally to be like 2 cents. You know what I mean? So that I can actually smell the 2 cents. Once you get kind of, this is very nice. It smells, it's definitely not as, you know, there's no vanilla in it, so that's definitely different from the pomegranate parfait. But what I was going to say is once you get chunks like this and there's so many scents blended in them, what I find is that if it's fruity, it's going to smell fruity. Like, even you could call it fruit salad, you could call it, I don't know, anything else that's fruity, pomegranate sorbet or whatever. And when you have like 3, 4, 5, you know, different notes in there, they kind of smell the same. So this is really nice. This is very citrusy. I'm not really getting the apple. I'm definitely getting the orange. And the coconut I'm not getting. But with so many fruits in there, orange, strawberry, apples, and grapes sprinkled with coconut. I mean, it would kind of be hard to get the coconut. I have sometimes with these, not, it doesn't happen a lot. I'm going to be honest with the chunks. I have sometimes been able to put them in my warmer. This is a very nice fruity blend, by the way. This fruit salad, if you like fruities. It doesn't happen a lot, but I have noticed sometimes with these chunks that if I put them in my warmer, sometimes the other scents do come out. It depends on how many are actually in there. If there's just a whole bunch in there, I normally don't get that experience. But this one is Mocha Madness, so everyone knows this is probably going to be right up my alley, I'm hoping. And I'm trying to see on here if she uses strictly soy. I think this is a parasoy. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I think it's a parasoy. I think anything with chunks is normally a parasoy. Soy usually tends to be too too like frosty. Like it tends to just, if it's strictly soy. I mean, I guess it depends on the kind of soy you use too, the brand or whatever. But Parasoy normally holds up really good for these chunks, but this definitely seems to be more soy than para, as it's very soft. Like I could, yeah, like I can kind of, you know, put my finger in this one and it'll, you know, mush. I love soft wax, I really do. This is Mocha Madness. So everyone knows I'm gonna like love this one. And this one just looks, this looks like a wonderful treat to eat. Like it really does. It looks so good. Like I'm craving chocolate right now, and I never crave chocolate, but so Mocha Madness is fresh brewed coffee, chocolate syrup, creamy vanilla, and marshmallows. Holy moly. Um, this sounds right up my alley. Coffee scents, I'm not so sure. Like I've been kind of backing away from them because I've gotten so many that just were that icky coffee that I don't like, that very acidic. And this is one of them. This, unfortunately, is that very acidic coffee that I don't know. It smells like, I know some people smell this and go, oh yeah, fresh brewed coffee. But this to me just smells like burnt coffee, like coffee that's been sitting on the burner forever or something. Or it's just very metallic-y, very acidic to me. With the chocolate syrup, creamy vanilla, and marshmallows. See, what's hard too is with this acidic kind of coffee smell that I'm getting with this one, it's very hard to smell the other stuff. It's a very almost like burn your nostril kind of smell. I mean, I've put some of the coffee scents that I don't like that's similar to this. Of course, I'm gonna melt this and give it a shot. I'll put like maybe half of this in my warmer and give it a shot to see if this scent changes. Normally with this kind of coffee smell, it does not change for me. But with this kind of very acidic coffee smell, it's very hard to get the chocolate or the creamy vanilla, the marshmallow in here. All I'm really smelling is that acidic coffee smell. But obviously it is toned down. There's been some where I put my nose in it, I'm like, whoa, like my eyes start to water. I just can't deal with it. It's obviously toned down with the chocolate syrup and the marshmallow and the vanilla in it. So I'll definitely melt this and give it a shot and hopefully see if the scent changes. But that one would probably not be one of my favorites. This one is called, oh, this one's right up my alley as far as what it's called. This is a cute name. This is called Skull and Bones. Love that name. Oh, and there's my hair. As always. Is it my hair? No, I think it's Dori's hair. I love how we share DNA. Like, you know, there's so many times I get stuff from wax vendors and, you know, their hair's underneath the labels or something like that, or, you know, a little bit of hair in the wax tart or something in the cup. And it makes me laugh. I personally don't mind it. It cracks me up because I know when I do packages, you know, and I got that packing tape out, my hair's always everywhere. So everyone's got my DNA if you've gotten a package from me. Skull and Bones is, oh no, it's not on here. Oh yes, it is. Okay, Wake the Dead vanilla coffee, vanilla bean, fresh brewed coffee. Okay, so this is a vanilla coffee blend and a fresh brewed coffee blend with vanilla bean. So let me see. Oh, I hope. Now this one I like better. I definitely like this one better than the Mocha Madness. I think it's the vanilla. I think what a lot of vendors have problems with, and it's the fragrance oil. I know it is, and I'll have to ask Dori what kind of um straight up coffee she uses. Because I am making a list for the new year for when people come out with new coffee scents. I'm gonna ask them, what's your straight up coffee? Like, what fragrance oil vendor do you use? Because if it's on my list of no-nos, then I just won't purchase it. Because, you know, obviously, you know, you don't want to purchase something that you know you're not gonna like. So just like I wouldn't purchase something with cherry in it, you know, intentionally. Like I just wouldn't do that. But this one is definitely, I like this one better. It's not as strong. Um, I think because it has a vanilla coffee in it. A lot of the times with the fragrance oils, I've noticed that, like if you have a hazelnut coffee or vanilla coffee, or you know, any other kind of coffee except for straight up coffee, fragrance oil, they're fine for the most part. Um, but it's when you try to mix with that straight fresh brewed coffee, I have not found anybody yet, besides one vendor who unfortunately is out of business at the moment, who has just been able to give me that straight up coffee. Like, you know, nothing else masking it, no vanilla, no hazelnut masking it. It's just, it's just like you just opened up a can of coffee. It's amazing. But this one's a lot nicer. I like this much better. So this is Wake the Dead vanilla coffee, vanilla bean, and fresh brewed coffee. So this one is definitely not as acidic. It's not as strong as the other one, obviously, because the other one is kind of very acidic in your face kind of thing. But I think I'm gonna like this one. So that's cool. Next is Candy Shop. And this one, they're so pretty. As you can see, this one, it's pink and blue. It reminds me of like the different colored cotton candies. They're very pretty. And I like the fact too that these embeds are they're not too much. Like sometimes you get a loaf or a chunk or something and the embeds are just insane. I'm trying to find one that has the embeds on top. The embeds are just like insane. Like, you know, you have the straight wax and then the embeds are just crazy, like piled high. And the reason I don't like that is because when I do try to cut them up, like if like say I wanted to cut this in half, all the embeds then fall off. And it just makes a real mess. I prefer, even if the top were flat and all the embeds were inside that chunk, I prefer that. It's just me. I don't know. I mean, nobody else probably has an issue. Plus, with traveling, too, I notice a lot of times, like when I cut up loaves that have huge embeds or whatever, they look very pretty, but then when I try to, you know, rebag them or gift them or whatever, then the embeds all fall off, and then it looks like you've given a pile of, I don't know, messiness to somebody, and it just, I don't know. So like I said, if people would just, if any vendor just has like straight embeds, because these are still, I'm going to pull this one out to show you, because it's still gorgeous. Actually, I probably won't even have to. If you can see the back of it, I mean, it's still absolutely gorgeous. Without, oh, see, one of the embeds just fell out of the bag. That's like kind of what I'm talking about. It's still absolutely gorgeous with the embeds inside it. Like, think of like a soap, you know what I mean? Which is the embeds inside. So to me, it doesn't really need to have it on top, but This is really nice. This is, let me see. Let me see what the scent description of this one is. This is Candy Shop. But bubblegum. I knew that's what I smelled. Bubblegum, ripe berries swirled in a sugar sweet lollipop. Okay, this is gonna crack me up because this I'm never gonna get all this stuff. This is kind of what I'm talking about. It smells really good. It smells like when you walk into a candy shop. But are you ever gonna smell every single bit of this scent description? No. Juicy bazooka bubblegum, which is what I smell first straight off. Like that's the main prominent note. Ripe berries swirled in a sugar sweet lollipop, butter cookie, don't smell any of that at all. Sweet frosting, don't smell. Cherries, no. Candied fruits mixed with tons of confectioner's sugar with sugar crystals, sprinkles, bubblegum, marshmallow cream, and vanilla topping. I mean, no. Basically, what I smell is bazooka bubblegum. That's kind of what I smell, like a fruity bazooka bubblegum. Not a straight up bubblegum, but a fruity bubblegum. That's basically what I smell. So, like I said, sometimes these scent descriptions just really, they really do. They crack me up because I'm just like, yeah, okay. You know, you just never smell all that. But I don't think that's what blends are really for. That's just me and my OCD that gets me. That's why, like I said, when I blend something, like if I order a custom loaf for somebody, for myself, I'll get two. Like I'll get like, I don't know, like orange and brown sugar or so, whatever. This, I'll get the 2 cents. So I know that I'm going to smell those 2 cents. That's really it for me. Um, the next thing I got, she has actually quite a few. I'm going to have to, she has quite a few here that are really cute. So, I mean, the scent descriptions sound really good. She's got a lot of chocolates, which I didn't realize. I'm going to I don't know. I'll have to place. I'm going to melt first and see how it goes. And I'll do it in my do's and duds. But this is in berry buttercream puffs. Now, I'm not a big buttercream person. I stated in my last video, my do's and duds video, I'm not a big vanilla bean Noel person, ice cream scoop bread or buttercream, only because they tend to just dumb down scents to me. Like berry puffs sounds like it would be awesome. You add the buttercream and I don't know, it just tends to make it less intense, and I really like my scents intense. But this is described as ripe berries blended with buttercream and hints of maple sugar, inside layers of sweet flaky pastry puff swirled with powdered sugar and vanilla cream topped with mulberries and strawberries. Now, again, am I going to smell all that? No, I'm sure I won't. But this is really good. This is what I mostly smell is the maple sugar and the buttercream, probably the vanilla cream. It kind of smells like a non-spicy bakery with berries, which smells really good. And I think the buttercream actually might be, I don't actually know which note to be honest with you, but one of the notes is giving it almost a whipped cream like smell, which is really, really nice. I like this. I like this one a lot too. Definitely like this one. What I'm noticing too, though, I mean, this is just the nature of the beast. It's not anything negative, but regifting this kind of stuff from this vendor is going to be really hard because her wax is very soft. But we've all had vendors where the wax is super duper duper soft. Oh my god, my hair is such a mess. Excuse me, guys. Oh, that made it even worse. Where it's, I don't know what it wants to do. I have no idea. There, so it goes behind my ears. I always do that when it's like, I don't know what it wants to do. When you have vendors who have super duper soft wax, like I've noticed, like sometimes like with bakery bags, with Front Porch and other vendors, BSF, whatever, you get the bag, Ethereal Glow, and it's kind of a mess. you know, nothing stays the way it looks going into the bag. So, I suppose you could put it like in the fridge, you know, for a little while before you transported it. I don't know. But this is a really good scent. I like chunks. I think they're beautiful. I really do. It's just not usually my cup of tea, but I really wanted to try this. Okay, this is not her normal, what you call it? Not her normal label, but this is banana split for two. And this has chocolate in it. I mean, well, I'm assuming it's white, yellow, and brown. I love banana scents. As long as they're like authentic. Let me see. Banana. Oh, this is a newer one, I guess. It says chocolatey and nutty fudge, ripe banana, quince. I don't know what quince is. Apple, which I'm not huge on. Juicy pear berry, anjou pear, clove buds, and plantain leaves, vanilla extract, pie crust, butter rum, milky coconut, sweet vanilla, and caramelized sugar. Now, I kind of think that that is a little much. Because what this smells like to me is a banana split. I mean, I smell the banana and I smell the nut. I'm not getting so much of a chocolate, but it definitely smells like a banana split. I'm getting the nuttiness and I'm getting the banana. It smells really good. I don't get clove buds or pear or juicy pear berry or apple or any of that stuff. But I guess that's what you use to mix it all together and it smells like banana split. I don't know. I have no idea. You know, I'm not a wax maker. I'll say it before. I mean, I would think you could put banana in there and chocolate in there and maybe some marshmallow in there and it would smell like banana split. I don't know, you know, but I like that one. It's a nice banana. This one is called Rainbow Cone. Oops. Rainbow Cone. And this one is, let me see. Rainbow Cone. Lime, pineapple, orange, and raspberry swirled in vanilla, rainbow sherbet, cookie wafer, sweet, creamy, buttercream, and vanilla sugar. So again, you know, there's a lot of notes in this one. And mostly what I get is the citrus. I get the lime and the orange. It kind of just smells like rainbow sherbet to me, actually, to be honest with you. I don't get the cookie wafer or the creamy buttercream or the vanilla sugar. I kind of get the pineapple's always hard for me. I don't usually get the pineapple, but I get the lime, the orange, and the raspberry. So that right off the bat is rainbow sherbet. So that's what this reminds me of. I don't get the cone part, you know, the cookie wafer. I don't get that. But this smells like rainbow sherbet. I would call this rainbow sherbet. That's what I would call it instead of rainbow cone. But that's just me. But it's really, really good. It smells just like rainbow sherbet. Next is, and the other thing I like too, and I know some people don't, is that she doesn't put any glitter on her chunks. I just can't stand, to me that's just too much. I don't know. I'm not a big huge glitter person anyway. If you want to throw a little bit of glitter in a scent shot, okay, fine. But then when you're doing these beautiful chunks and you put glitter on them, I don't know. I just personally think it's too much. This one is called Wonderland. And this is creamy vanilla, confectioner's sugar, sweet cherry. Okay, that scares me. Sweet orange, coconut shavings, green tea, fresh baked cake, rich vanilla, pure cane sugar, creamy white frosting. Okay. I love the idea of throwing green tea into the mix. I don't think I'm going to smell it, but I really like that idea where you have all these sweetie scents and then you throw in green tea. I kind of like that idea. I'm just weird that way. I like different different blends. Okay, now this is okay. You know what's funny is right off the bat, I got the green tea, which is funny. I get the fresh baked cake, the white frosting, and the green tea. I don't even like the cherry made me nervous because cherry is really hard to blend. It normally predominates everything, and that's why I don't normally get anything with cherry. But this does not do that. I wish there was a little more. I don't know. But then you would lose probably the fresh baked cake smell. I was gonna say I wish there was more of maybe the orange. It smells, and I can catch the vanilla. It's not. It's. I mean, it smells really good. This is kind of like just a white cake smell, and I can definitely smell the green tea. It's funny, with white frosting. It almost smells like a cupcake to me, but then it has that like kind of zing of the green tea, which is cool. I like it. It's not super fruity. It's not super bakery. It's not sickeningly sweet. It's kind of a nice overall blend. I like that. I like when there's a nice overall blend. This one is County Fair. Now I've had County Fair from other vendors, so I don't know if this is the same. I will tell you, but she has some in here that I really want to try. County Fair, like chocolate fondue bar. Hello, like yeah, I want to try that one. County Fair, fluffy strawberry and raspberry swirled in almond sweetened vanilla, cotton candy, fried dough sprinkled with sugar and cinnamon, funnel cake, popcorn with blueberry caramel drizzle, with buttery caramel drizzle, and caramel popcorn. So it's kind of what County Fair is. It's kind of all your goodies that you would get at a county fair, minus the apple, which is cool to me. It's fine by me. The caramel apple, I'm not huge on. This smells really good. First thing I smell is caramel popcorn. That's what I smell. I wish it was a little sweeter. I don't get, strawberry, raspberry. It's mostly just a nice kind of bakery caramel popcorny smell. So I don't get the fruitiness or the cotton candy. I wish I could smell the cotton candy a little more. Like if you could ball up the caramel popcorn and the cotton candy, that would be awesome. Like if it was sweeter and fruitier plus the popcorn. But it's a really good, it does smell really good. But if you read the scent description, it's not going to smell like the scent description. It mainly smells like caramel popcorn, which I really like. Wish there was a little more, like I said, strawberry. It says strawberry and raspberry, cotton candy. Yeah, I wish I could smell a little more of those notes in there, but it still smells really good because I love caramel popcorn, so that's not an issue. Okay, this one is going to scare me. This is whipped cream topped cherry crumb cake. If it has cherry in the name, I'm not so sure this one's going to be for me. But let me see what it says. Let's see, whipped cream. Okay, sweet black cherries, sour cherries, freshly baked southern pie crust topped with whipped churned butter, blonder sugar cane, Madagascar vanilla, and vanilla extract. I am not a cherry person. I'm not a cherry chip cake person. I'm normally not a cherry crumb cake person. So we will have to see. Yeah, this is a little too cherry for me. Did I put no cherry in here? I mean, obviously she can't give everybody everything they want. This was like a mystery sampler, but I didn't put cherry. Oh my god, cherry is the thing like I hate the worst. I didn't put cherry, but I'm so happy I didn't get a lot of cherry. I did not put cherry on my no list, so that's not Dori's problem, that's mine. But this one is probably not for me. I'm gonna be honest with you, this cherry is not as offensive as most cherries that I smell. But I just can't do cherry. It reminds me of cough syrup. I just can't do it. But again, this is a whipped cream topped cherry crumb pie. I'm not getting a lot of bakery either, but I know with all these notes together, the fresh baked southern pie crust with the whipped churned butter, the blonder sugar cane, the Madagascar vanilla, and the vanilla extract is definitely toning down the cherry scent. I just wish it was a little more, well, it's obviously too cherry for me. I don't do cherry, but a little more bakery. Because cherry, like I said, cherry just overtakes everything. So this is will definitely be a giveaway because I cannot do cherry. But again, that's not Dori's fault because I did not put cherry. My least favorite scent in the world is cherry. And did I put it on the no list? No, I didn't. Dumb Chris. So these are my, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She actually gave me an extra one. Oh, she gave me a bonus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She gave me 11. So she gave one of it as an extra, which is super cool. Super sweet actually, because you know these are good sized chunks, 2-ounce chunks. You know, I mean, and like I said, I would cut these in half and put them in my warmer. I really would. I mean, you know, I don't know. I'd cut them in half, but for the most part, I loved it. I really liked everything. They were actually really good. The fruities were really nice and fruity. Um, the only one that I did not like was the Mocha Madness, just because it has that acidic coffee. To me, it's the coffee. I call it the caca coffee. I don't like it. Um, the other coffee, the Skull and Bones, was really nice. That one was different. And this cherry whipped cream topped cherry crumb cake I can't do because I just can't do cherry. But other than that, the other stuff was really good. So Dori, good job. I will definitely be melting this stuff and let you guys know as I try to do with my New Year's resolutions be more do's and duds videos, so you guys will know exactly what I think of sugar scoops wax melts. So like I said, they're really cute stuff. So I will post below the information and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.